Thanks for tuning in, kids. It's time for Sunday morning Sunday school. And here's your host, the best Sunday school teacher around, Mrs. Betty McCrackle.
Good morning to all of you good little students who decided to come to Sunday school this morning. And to all of you students who couldn't get out of your nice, snuggly, warm beds, shame on you! Now, before we get started with today's lesson, I want to read you a letter that I got. And even though it's postmarked 1979, it still holds true today.
Time for the letter, time for the letter, time for the letter, time for the letter.
Johnny, would you like to read the letter?
Dear Mrs. McCracken,
That's McCrackle!
you're the best teacher in the whole wide world.
Really? Oh, how nice. Now, isn't that special? Let's get to our lesson using our 20th century Flannelgraph board. And it does much better than any flat screen TV or computer animation, I'll tell you that much. Now, this morning's lesson is going to be on the Old Testament story of Daniel.
Daniel?
Yes, Daniel, remember? The one in the lion's den. Now, Daniel was a good man. He went to Sunday school every week and always brought his teacher wonderful gifts. And there was a king who wanted Daniel to worship a really, really different God.
What do you mean?
Well, if Daniel lived today, it might have been your TV, or maybe the Xbox God.
What?
So the king got really mad and threw Daniel into a den of lions.
What were the lions like?
Well, let's just say they weren't like Aslan. They were really big lions with big, evil eyes and teeth that could cut through anything or anybody.
This has been another Sunday school lesson with Mrs. Betty McCrackle, your Flannelgraph specialist. Tune in next week, kids, to hear the wonderful story of Samson and that naughty Delilah.